This is it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be okay. We're live now. I'm. It's Tuesday afternoon, and I'm Thrifty Tim. So it's time for our Tuesday afternoon with Thrifty Tim. And you see, Sir James is already up here with me,
Hello.
and uh, I know. James has some stuff he wants to show us. And he's in a different location. He's in his man cave.
Hold on, I just got to text Jorgen first.
Okay, and I know it doesn't look the same as usual behind me. See, I'm in my man cave, but I'm doing this over my laptop again because the last time it worked pretty good. Hi, George. Hi, Mike.
Hey, George and Mike. So I guess I'll, before I turn off my notifications, I will show you the stuff I got here. So
Okay.
last Wednesday, my mom and I were at Giant Tiger, and they had Blu-rays for $6.99, brand new. So I got Beverly Hills Cop, first one. Love this movie. Classic. Paramount Pictures. Then I got this one here, which is also Paramount. I love this movie, American Beauty. Kevin Spacey's in it, and this is from 1999 and it won Best Picture. I love this film, so good. And then next, I thought I'd show you the whole trilogy. Just can't go with. And then I found Godzilla from 2014 because I was missing this one, so I got that. And then there's Godzilla King of the Monsters. That's the second film. And then the third one is Godzilla versus Kong. So I got all those. So now my Godzilla trilogy is complete. And so this is my man cave. For those of you who have not seen it, there's my lava lamps in the back. I just put that bowl there for my remotes. And over here, there's my Beatles calendar, my Scarface over there. That's where I sit and watch TV. And over here, I've got my mini fridge. There's another wall back here where my record player is, but you can't really see that. But you get to see most of it, what I can show you, because I'm just going, oh, Godzilla. Godzilla's coming, Mike. He's going to get you. Yeah. Yep, I'll be doing all my streams and stuff from down here now. Mm-hmm. And there's my 55-inch TV. That's my sound bar here. It's got a subwoofer on the floor, which you can't really see that. Well, that away. All right, you can make me small.
Okay. I'll start off with the new thing I got this over during these 2 weeks. Well, this past weekend was World War II days at the Psyko Museum, a historic museum in Rockford called Midway Village. Anyway, every year they have it around the last weekend of the month or next to the last weekend of the month, and is World War II days. And I used to go with my son. I had to have some problems last year when we were there, but my son and his fiance went. They really wanted me to go, but I just with my walking and stuff, I'm having problems. But they came back, handed me a box. They paid $10 for this. It was in shrink wrap. It's a 4 DVD set with it's from a series talk about round out the battles in during World War II. And you notice it slides out like this. Okay, and here's what this looks like. The sides. Okay. What I thought was interesting was how you get the DVDs out. So you hold this up, and they slide out from right back here. And then on the other side, I'll show you what there's a couple things in here. Okay, first off, this booklet about the European campaign or European theater. And this is just some memorabilia from it, like pictures and stuff. I don't want to pull those out because some of those are small and
Yeah.
yeah. See how World War II is around my favorite time in history. So, like I've checked out books on World War II plenty of times in libraries, and
That's a nice box set.
oh yeah.
Calvin.
Okay, let me go back. Okay, hi Calvin. Oh yeah, he's wanting to know who's going to be his replacement. I wonder if Doc will pop in again this week.
Maybe. Who knows? So, Tim, you want to see my two favorite war films?
Yeah.
All right, let me get them on the shelf. It's great. I don't have to go up and down the stairs anymore to grab things. I'm right here to do
Yeah.
it. I got to put these back on the shelf.
And then you don't have these going behind you. Well, Mike, as you can see, I was in a war. I was in Desert Storm. So, yeah, I was in the Air Force for 10 years. 7 years of that over in Germany. Yeah, and I can't remember where how far I showed up, but last I showed those more albums I've been spinning in a little bit.
All right, here we go. Dunkirk.
Okay.
This is a great film.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Oh, you have to watch this film. This is fantastic. 400,000 men couldn't get home, so home came for them.
Yeah.
This is really good. And of course, you can't go wrong with the Steven Spielberg classic, Saving Private Ryan. That's a great film. Especially the opening scene on when they stormed the beach, and there's no. I love how he did that. No music. He just made it look like authentic, like it was World War II. That opening scene alone is just fantastic. And I've seen both these in the theater. I've seen Dunkirk in IMAX. IMAX, it looks amazing. The sound, oh my god, blow your mind. You'd be like, all right.
I can't go to IMAX theaters. I can't even go to movie theaters because so much light reflecting back off the screen towards you, and it just triggers my migraine fast. And
all right, you make me small.
Okay. Well, also some of what I've been spinning lately.
Cool.
Starting off with some Earth, Wind, and Fire Spirit.
Oh.
This has Getaway on it is a big hit off this one. Now, 2 LP set, and it originally came with the EP, but it wasn't in here when I got it. I got it used. This is Stevie Wonder songs.
I remember that album.
There's so many. He had so many hits out this album.
Does it have Superstitious?
This has Sir Duke on it. No, yeah, Sir Duke's on it. I think I Wish was a hit for him off here. It also has Isn't She Lovely on it.
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah. So it's a good, very good album. It's more so Gladys Knight and the Pips. This one is Neither One of Us. It has that song that Neither One of Us wants to be the first to say goodbye. And okay, what? And they also do a cover for Once in My Life on here.
Ah. You know, the first time I heard about Gladys Knight and the Pips, you know, I thought they said Gladys Knight and the Pimps.
Okay, and here's John Paul Young. He was pretty much a singer-songwriter, and the hit off this album is Love Is in the Air.
Am I Mike? I don't know.
Okay, Wishbone Ash, Wishbone 4.
Ooh.
Pretty much hard rock band in the 70s. They didn't really have a hit off that one. Now here's the one that lots of people have.
Oh yeah, that's a great
Steve
album.
Miller Band, Fly Like an Eagle. Along with that, it has Take the Money and Run and Rock and Me are both down here.
Is that the Joker?
No, the Joker is on the album, The Joker. I have that in my collection too.
Oh, cool.
And here we go, Calvin's favorite Genesis album. And Then There Were None. And then there were 3. For some reason, I was thinking of the Agatha Christie book, and There Were None.
Mm.
This is lyrics on there. And see, the big hit off of this one is Follow You, Follow Me. And that's the main one off that one. Okay, here's Henry Gross Release. And so here's just showing you all the cover real fast. And the big hit off this one is Shannon. Where he's
Look what Calvin said deep down.
I did that on purpose.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but this has a song Shannon on it. It's about Brian Wilson's dog.
Ah,
People don't realize that he was friends with Brian Wilson. He wrote the song about this dog because his dog died and stuff. And there's my favorite blind buy. Uh,
McGinnis Flint.
yeah, McGinnis Flint. They were. This was from like around 70, 71 and on Capitol. See, they were. This band was formed by Tom McGinnis, who had played the bass and guitar with Man for Man during the 60s. And Huey Flint, who had played drums for John Mayall. They got together, they made a couple of albums, and they had a minor hit with the song "When I'm Dead and Gone," and I like that. And they also like "Lazy Afternoon" off here. I just like a lot of these songs. I was just attracted to this by the album cover, so
Yeah, nice gatefold.
yeah. So. And here's one that around everybody has.
Ah. Oh yeah, that's where he makes his guitar talk.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. What's the name of that song again?
Oh, well, the hits off it here.
Well, you know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. Do you feel like we do?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that's my favorite.
But also it has "So Lead the Way" and "Baby I Love Your Way" on here.
Oh yeah, that's a good song. Classic. Excuse me.
And he does a cover of "Jumpin' Jack Flash" down here.
Yeah, I knew that, Mike. He made his guitar talk. It's an awesome gadget.
Okay. Austin Roberts. This is pretty much another one-hit wonder from the 70s. I have a lot of albums that are one-hit wonders.
Is that the one you have for your thumbnail?
Oh, I didn't do that for this today for my thumbnail. Today I tried. Was it Gordon Lightfoot or who? I can't remember who I put on there. Oh no, it was Survivor I did because if Paul pops in and today's his birthday.
Yeah.
But this album has a hit Rocky on it. It's around 75. Yeah, 75 on Private Stock Records.
Nice.
Here's Valerie Carter, "Just a Stone's Throw Away."
There's a question from Calvin for you, Tim.
No, I don't have it on CD. You have, Calvin. So. Okay, then another classic album.
Oh, that's my
Linda
favorite album.
Ronstadt, "Living in the USA."
Mm.
Like she covers "Back in the USA" on here. "Just One Look." She does a cover of Elvis Costello's song "Allison" on here, which I like. "Ooh, Baby, Baby," and of course the way James likes how she ends it off with "Love Me Tender."
Yeah. Of course, I love my Elvis.
Okay, here's "Long and Semisina," "Full Sail." The hits off here are more pretty much like by music, and then up and watching the river run, and yeah, those are the two bigger hits out there for them.
And they would be considered yacht rock.
Yeah. Okay, here's Walter Murphy, Rhapsody in Blue.
Ooh, little Gershwin.
Yeah, but see, you can't tell if he plays keyboards. Well, anyway, he had a hit with one song off this album. I think this is the one with it on. I might be mistaken. Yeah, it looks like I'm mistaken there because the song that you might remember him by is Beethoven's Fifth from Saturday Night Fever.
Oh, yeah. Well, Tim Calvin says, well, now, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas. That CD and some rap.
So, okay, if you get that, Calvin, I'll send you some Classico. Here's Tony Orlando and Don Songbird, or Skybird. And don't really see any big hits off there for them.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Tony Orlando, but the other one I'm not sure.
Here's Don featuring Tony Orlando, and they do like "What Are You Doing Sunday" on here. Okay. Yeah, I was just checking it, seeing if this is the one with "Knock Three Times" on it, but I'm not seeing that on here.
Knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
Okay, here's Orleans. It's Waking and Dreaming.
I think I've seen this album cover before.
Yeah. But hit off here is okay.
Oh, okay, Mike.
The one that's on this one. Okay, next up is Eric Carmen's second solo album.
Ooh, does it have All By Myself?
No, that's on his first one.
All by
The name of this one is Boats Against the Current, and I'm trying to read through these. Okay, I need to. Oh, she did this on here. I can't see it too well with lighting right now. I have in here.
Don't worry about it.
Here's one that's Hitler's record, but I had to get it for laughs. Christy and Jimmy McNichol.
Oh my God! I didn't know Christy McNichol did an album.
Yeah, it's her and her brother together.
I knew they were actors and actresses, but I didn't know they sang.
Yeah, this is from like 79, 78, 79.
Oh.
Okay, Neil Diamond, Rainbow.
Oh, I love Neil Diamond. What's the hit on there?
He does a cover of Everybody's Talking. Also, a cover of Both Sides Now. And another Joni Mitchell song, Chelsea Morning. He does Leonard Cohen's Suzanne.
Mm-hmm.
And he does Mr. Bojangles. And he ends it off with He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother.
Oh, yeah. The Hollies.
And here's another Neil Diamond one. This is Serenade. This see the song that was hit on here is one of my favorite songs by him, which is this Longfellow Serenade.
Oh yeah, that's a classic.
And the 2 LP set and a soundtrack, but it's all Neil Diamond singing. Jonathan Livingston Seagull.
Oh yeah, I remember that movie.
Yeah, the hits on it are Bee and Skybird. And I really like Dear Father on here. Okay, here's Neil Diamond Moods. On here, he has the hit Song Sung Blue.
My dad loved that song.
And Play Me is also on this one.
Yeah, I love that. I am the sun, I am the moon, play me.
Okay, the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. It's a subtitled album. See, the hit off this one is If You Want to Get to Heaven. That's which, and about the song I like on here is Chicken Train. With that, it's more of a bluegrass sound where they even have one of them playing a juice harp on it.
Mm.
Okay, and Willie Nelson, Stardust. This album, he's just doing like the American Songbook or so similar to it, because he does like George on My Mind, Blue Skies, All of Me, Unchained Medley. He does a good job on that one. And then on side 2, some of them that you might recognize as On the Sunny Moon of the Street, and he ends it off with Someone to Watch Over Me.
And I hear he's still touring.
Yeah.
And he's in like his 90s now or something?
I'm not sure how old he is now, but I know he's been writing songs for a good while too. Okay. Another well, on this one, this is 2 album LP. If I remember right, it's just sides here and for that are live. 1 and 2 are.
Is this Willie Nelson again?
No, this is the Marshall Tucker Band.
Oh, okay.
And see, I have quite a few of their albums, but the live one on here has one of my favorite songs by them, and it runs like can't remember how long the song is, but it's 24 hours at a time.
Wow.
And on that one on here, that album have Charlie Daniels plays
Fiddle.
I think it was banjo or something. I can't remember which.
Oh.
Okay, here's another Marshall Tucker Band album. It's Together Forever. There's not really a song that was it there. Okay, Ronnie Millsap, it was Almost Like a Song.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the kid off of here. And he also does
like Elvis there.
He also does What a Difference You Made in My Life. Okay, next one, another Marshall Tucker Band album. This is Searching for a Rainbow. This one has Fire on the Mountain on it, and Can't You See? See, I've seen the Marshall Tucker Band in concert 3 times. Okay,
You're a
this
big fan.
Marshall Tucker one. This is Carolina Dreams or Carolina Dreams. And let me see. And this is one that has a Harder Than Love song on it.
Thanks, Calvin.
Oh boy.
And Jorgen will be with us soon. He's just eating. I forgot to mention that earlier.
Okay, here's Boston. Their first album.
More than a feeling.
Don't gotta say much about this album either.
What's the name of that one? Fleetwood Mac?
Fleetwood Mac.
Ah. Cool.
Pat Benatar.
Ooh.
In the heat of the night. This is the one with Heartbreaker on it.
Heartbreaker, Dream Maker.
Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. You got it.
Yep. I've had it for a good while.
Well, we'll have to do it at the same time because I'll have to pull mine out after.
Okay, here's Chicago 13. They didn't have any hits off this album.
Chicago, great band.
I've seen them in concert too before. Okay, Rupert Holmes. It's Partners in Crime. He had a couple hits off here. The big one is Escape the Pina Colada song, and the other one is Him.
I feel like pina coladas.
Carl Carlton, Everlasting Love. That the title track was a hit for him off here. And yeah, he also
excuse me.
He also does a cover of Our Day Will Come on here, and Signed, Sealed, Delivered.
Signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours.
Okay, Heart Magazine.
Ooh, I love Heart.
And this one, the big hit off this one is Heartless, but they also do a cover of the Nelson song, Without You.
Oh, yeah, that's a good song.
And they finish it off with I've Got the Music in Me, a cover of the Kiki D song.
I've got the music in me. Great song.
Okay, here's some Ray Stevens. This is Just for the Record. And
that's an interesting title.
Yeah, but he does Can't Stop Dancing on this one. He wrote that song or co-wrote it. Oh, here's Jorgen.
Hello, Jorgen.
Good evening.
Good evening.
But I was going to say that this one, that he, like he does the cover of You Are So Beautiful on here, does a decent job, pretty good job on it. And he also does a song that he wrote that was hit for Captain and Tennille, which is Can't Stop Dancing.
Uh-oh, Calvin says, Tim is trying to make me mad today. That terrible Genesis record and the wrong era of Fleetwood Mac.
Okay, yeah, that's all that I have for showing you today.
So now Jorgen might have some stuff to show us. Well, stuff I saw on Docs the other day, but anyway.
Do you have it beside you, Jorgen, or?
But you'll be on camera.
Okay, I'm just going to see your man cave. This is great.
Come on.
Hi. Folks, it was.
Okay.
Well, I found 5 jazz CDs the other day. This is Stan Kenton. This is from a series called called Jazz Years. Stan Kenton is live here in and it's live here in Stockholm. And when at the time when a big band leader in the 50s was performing in Sweden, the Swedish radio often recorded it.
That is correct, George.
And then they released it on CD. This performance. So this is a radio recording live from Stockholm. More Stan Kenton. This is Easy Go. It is a kind of a compilation with recording from 50 to 52, released on Capitol. And on this, a man named Maynard Ferguson is.
I have some Maynard Ferguson in my collection.
Be right back, guys.
He plays here, and what a shocker! Here he comes with a record of his own. This is a release from Roulette.
Did I see Conquistador on there? Because if I remember right, that's one of the albums I have of his.
Nope, I don't. A CD from Roulette. I never seen a CD release of Roulette, but this is Ferguson and Chris Connor, Choose a Company, from 1961 on CD. We have a Woody Herman. Second Heard, 1948. It's also live recordings.
Okay.
From the spring 1948 from 3 various places. This is a CD with 2 records in one CD. One record called Top Brass and one called Trumpets All Out. It is Ernie Wilkes who picked together a band consisting only trumpets in the horn sections. And it is not really a big band, but close. It is, I think it is a nonette, or one is 10 people. But it is a really, really odd thing. I never knew that this existed, actually. And it contains names like Donald Byrd, Idris Suleiman, Charlie Farmer, Hank Jones. So that was for starters, but I actually today got a VCLT.
Ooh.
I have, of course, filmed a live opening, but I can show it here because it's not so many who sees it here anyway. So it is from Indie Disc, Craig.
Oh, nice.
From Ireland, and he gave me first a nice letter. It says huge surprise. This is a singer named Gemma Hayes. Gemma Hayes. I never heard of her.
Gemma.
But I would assume that it is Irish. As he said that it was going to include some Irish.
Oh, nice.
I got a compilation with on 2 discs with German 80s music. I would assume that everything is German. There's some that I never heard of here, but I would assume that it's 80s. Fitten hits, Neue Deutsche Welle.
Yeah, I have something like that, but it was music from the 70s, the old German.
Yeah.
Sort of like a K-Tel record.
And here we have names like Nina, is her with the 99 Luftballons. And we also have Falco, Der Kommissar, Rockham Amadeus, and so on. Peter Schilling. So it is very, very interesting.
Yeah. Oh, looks like it has a good number of songs on it.
Yeah. And more Germany. I said before that one of my absolute favorite, he had more than one hit, but in USA, I would assume that he has had a hit. But in Europe, he had more hits. I said it a couple of times that one of my absolute favorite singers is a German woman named Sandra. And as I assume from the letter, this was one of the main reasons why he sent this, because he found a CD single with Sandra called Johnny Wanna Live. This is from 1992, and
Nice.
it is a song, Johnny Wanna Live. If I'm not wrong, that it was made, the lyrics was made for WWF, the Worldwide Life Foundation.
Oh, okay.
Not World Wrestling Federation, but it is a song about animal cruelty. So I remember this song when the autumn in 1992. I thought it was really, really good. I don't have this as a single. I have it on full length, but not as a single. So I'm very, very grateful. And I also got a Stan Getz on Verve.
Ooh, Bossa Nova.
Okay.
Verve Jazz Masters, a little compilation with from his Bossa Nova days with the Gilbertos, Astud and João. So amazing. But the live opening will be up soon.
So you have plenty of jazz there.
Well, it was only one jazz.
Oh. Yeah, jazz and some big band and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that was what I have found during the weekend. There was only one jazz that was sent to me by Indidisc. The rest I bought myself. But this Saturday it is a record fair here in Sundsvall.
Oh. So you'll be meeting up with Christopher.
Maybe not. I don't know.
I hope he can film him, because I don't really know what he looks like.
Yeah, he actually has a channel where he has done videos himself.
Oh, yeah? I'll have to check that out. Jorgen, are you familiar with a singer called Doro Pesh?
Who?
Doro Pesh.
No. Depeche Mode, I know who it is, but Doro.
Yeah, Depeche Mode, Doro Pesh. Not
I've
Depeche.
never heard of.
Well, my friend who's German, his name is Jeff, but he's not from Germany itself. He was born in Canada, and he likes her, and he likes her song, I Walk Alone. And she can sing operatic stuff, too,
Okay,
apparently.
never heard of.
Ah.
Is it more modern? Is it from today's chart? It's not oldest.
Well, you're more modern, I think.
Yeah.
So Jorgen, Thrifty Tim now can do something that he couldn't do before, like we do on Docs. But I have to get mine.
No, I've had that album a long time. I can't always get access to it very fast.
So here's mine.
Believe me, I have several Partridge Family
I
albums.
have
You
this one
can
here
ask
too.
Paul.
Yep, we have the same one there, Jorgen. There we go. Yes. Awesome
Okay.
song.
Show like this, and we have all
But
three.
mine has a little thing that says includes the hit single, I Think I Love You.
Yep.
I can show Stan Getz instead.
She is bound to be better than Depeche Mode, Calvin says. Ooh, Jorgen.
Oh,
How are you going to respond to that?
Oh, hell no. I don't know who she is, but no one reaches that limit.
well,
Because you're talking to the hugest Depeche Mode fan right underneath me here.
Well, James, I was going to say I saw something on Brickbox the other day that you like.
Oh yeah, what's that?
I think it's called The Last Weekend or something like that. It's about a guy that interviewed John Lennon.
Hmm.
Like the last weekend he was alive. As a matter of fact, when he was killed, this guy that had like 8 tapes of that material with him that he was flying back to the UK and he was heard that John Lennon was dead on the flight.
Oh man.
But this show's all about that, showing some of the interviews and stuff. And so, but this is on BritBox. I don't know whether you have it or not. I know you can get it in Canada because
Yeah,
I'm not
but
really-
I don't want to pay any more money
yeah,
for stuff I'm not going to watch that much. You know.
I like BritBox and I like some British comedies and I like a lot of the mystery ones that they have.
I don't even need BritBox for this. I'm going to show you something.
The excitement is big.
I can't find it.
I can make the wave one.
And he said he wouldn't have to be off screen very long.
Okay, bye. Take care. Take care,
Okay,
Calvin.
bye, Calvin. Just glad that you moved to a safe place for sitting out the hurricane.
So I don't need BritBox because I have them on DVD. Make me big.
Oh, Mr. Bean. Okay,
Oh, that's Jorgen.
Jordan. I'm sorry.
Or the whole bean.
Well,
Okay, we're on DVD.
well, a movie I like that he did is Johnny English.
Yeah, and I've got Fault Towers.
Yeah. And
The whole-
also, have you seen the movie Rat Race with him in?
Yes. It's a race.
Like he can be going along and all of a sudden fall asleep.
Mm-hmm. You can make me small.
Okay.
Sinatra was in movies. There's your movie collection. Yeah. I don't have any Sinatra movies. I wish I did, George.
So, have you watched any good movies in the last couple of weeks, James?
No, not recently. But I've been watching on Prime. I've been watching Lord of the Rings of Power, on Friday nights, and I'm waiting for one to come on Disney Plus on Friday. Hocus Pocus 2.
Yeah, I know that. Oh, I saw that new Pinocchio.
I was disappointed with it.
Well, we liked it. I liked how they have they're not being gender specific on it either. How they like put the girl on there where she's handicapped and also black and stuff. But did you look every time where they showed the clocks in it? How you can find various Disney characters in them?
Yeah, there's a few Easter eggs in that film, but I still prefer the 1940 version of it. Oh, you've got it too.
Complete.
Oh yeah.
In Sweden, it's called Pang i bygget,
Oh, Mr. Faulty.
and it contains new extra material.
Yep, see, we can both
I
fill it
don't
up.
think this is the same though.
No. But I love Manuel.
With me, if I remember right, I can watch it on Brickbox.
But the one thing I'm disappointed about Brickbox is they don't have Benny Hill. If they had the Benny Hill show
Yeah,
on
I
there,
haven't
I would get it.
looked at that. See, I like watching Brickbox, and now they have a live stream on there where it will just sort of like it will play shows from the different categories on there. And you don't have to select shows to watch it, but you can just click on that and it will just stream them. Like I've seen a lot of Shetland over the weekend, and which takes place in northern Scotland.
I'm going to confess that there's a lot of British comedy that I have a little bit hard for, that I don't really think is that funny. Actually, I like this one, of course, because it is Fawlty Towers, because that is, in my opinion, almost only thing that John Cleese have done that was actually good, in my opinion. But Benny Hill and Mr. Bean and so on, I've never really been into that. They go very much for this where people are falling and people are it's supposed to be funny when they trip over something and that kind of stuff.
Well, it's not for everyone, but it makes me laugh. And my mom like keeping up appearances with Hyacinth.
Oh yeah, my wife likes that too. That's on Brickbox.
And you know,
and then they have
Fawlty Towers is when he's in his bed, and she's in her bed, and he's reading Jaws, the book, and she's like on the phone. She's like, "I know."
It was eons since I watched this one.
Well, there's one on Brickbox that's with Rowan Atkinson in it, where he's a constable in it, a series.
You're right, George. It's called Slapstick. Slipped my mind. I prefer when people are funny, when they talk, when they act, instead of situations that are just funny. Of course, there are exceptions in everything, but mostly I prefer that. Which one of the reasons why I prefer stand-up comedy more, actually.
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. I'm just going to go get me a piece of pizza. I'm hungry. Be right back.
or Simpsons. Also, it's because they are so over the top, actually, that it's really, really funny.
Yep. So, how's the weather been there for you lately?
Today it has been horrible, gray and rainy.
I know what you're talking about. Well, with us, okay, a week ago today, it was in the 90s. Today, only in the 50s for a high.
So one moment it is only gray, and then the next moment it starts raining and vice versa.
Yeah, we've had days like that where it would go like 3 days in a row. So,
well, they have been warning that it would be pretty rainy, pretty much the entire week. So
yeah.
That's when it's actually great to have this to light up your day.
Yeah. Oh, hi,
Carmen.
Dave.
What is Big Pink?
That's that one. That's the album by the band.
Okay.
I think it was like their second album. I'm thinking it might have been their first. I can't remember.
I would assume that is at least better than Pink. Just Pink.
A lot better. I don't have that album. I have some of the band's other albums. Like I have Stage Fright, which is a pretty good album. Of course, the best of the band, and I think I have their the self-titled album.
I never been that much into the band. I heard some songs, but it hadn't grabbed me that much. But I guess I'm not the right audience.
Yeah, different people like to have different types of music, and okay, so Dave has 5 of their albums. Okay. See, and I have similar type stuff. I have like some folk and singer-songwriter ones like from the 60s and 70s. Like I have several by Joan Baez. Oh, I just buffered there. Okay, but this doesn't buffer as much as my desktop was doing.
Wasn't Van Morrison's previous band called Them?
Yeah.
Them. We're talking about the band. Why is they pickup artist saying that I have 5 albums by them?
Okay. Yep.
Maybe one day I will get interested in the band also, but I don't I don't have that much space for too much new artists, actually.
Yep. Well, I also have a solo by Robbie Robertson that's self-titled from the
I'm back.
80s.
Got some pizza here. Mm.
So what are you eating today?
We got some pizza.
Oh,
Yeah, I got hungry. Hope it's okay.
Yeah, I won't stop you.
No, I'm hungry. I'll eat on docks all the time. Hey, Dave, how you doing?
yeah. So yeah, you said that he had got songs from Big Pink. No, by the band. And so, yeah, too bad Calvin couldn't come up on here with us.
I know. I always look special. I always look forward to a special segment.
And doesn't look like anybody's volunteering to try his spot out.
Mm-hmm. I was kind of thinking that Doc might come on here today.
Yeah, Doc,
But
he
apparently not.
was also joking about Tim Allen.
Yeah, but
Maybe
Tim
the
Allen's
guy-
been having a lot of issues with his internet.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe the birthday child that we are announcing in the title.
Oh, Paul,
Yeah.
he's working right now. He usually tries to jump on quick during his lunch break. Yeah, because he says he still works at Wally World.
Oh, at Walmart. Well, that's where George works. Jorgen,
Oh, okay.
Jorgen, have you ever been to a concert?
You mean a big concert or mean a concert overall?
Like a big, huge concert?
I haven't been to that big, but I've of course been to local concerts here in Sweden by Swedish bands. It's a problem living where I live in the north. They don't come that often up here. It was very, very unfortunate because we had the Eagles playing here, I think around 2012, 2011 maybe. 2011, we had Eagles playing here in Sundsvall, in my city. And back then, I hadn't discovered the greatness of Eagles. So me and I worked at a thrift store back then, and me and the girl I worked with, we both listened to commercials on radio for that event with the Eagles, and we said, well, this is pretty crap. Who would pay for that piece of garbage? And today I would actually been very happy if I would have had a ticket. I have only seen Depeche Mode in concert on DVD and VHS, not in person. It would be fun to do it, but I don't know what the future is for Depeche Mode after Andy Fletcher's death. I read rumors that the other two remaining members actually are working on some kind of an album, but I don't know if that is the case. So it remains to be seen if it still is a Depeche Mode, because Andy Fletcher was pretty much the glue in the band.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Tim, your turn. What is your all-time favorite concert?
My all-time favorite? Probably Gordon Lightfoot.
Cool.
He was playing in what was this old refurbished theater in Rockford, and he just had a small band with him. He didn't have a big light show, just some colored lights behind them, and he played the full time. Didn't have an opening band either, and he played for around 2 hours straight. And my wife went with me, and we just enjoyed that. Following closely after that, it would be Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Ah.
Because they put on a good show. Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steven.
Okay.
Wowie, yowie, wowie. That was a great news, Stephen. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
And Steve, I like seeing that you're feeling a little better again now.
I can still name my favorite concert, even though it's not that big.
Go for it.
The interesting thing is that the best concerts I've been to are the one with artists that very few know about. There was kind of a festival band in Beer Tent. It was called Jam of the Year. They were playing more modern soul covers, but it was so extremely groovy. The entire tent was digging, and was amazing feeling, and amazing jam act. It definitely was Jam of the Year of that cover band. And I remember in 2009, I was in Stockholm watching a Finnish soul funk group called Tuomo. Wondering what this actually was, but it was part of a culture festival that Stockholm had back then. And it was amazing. It was like if you combine Stevie Wonder with Jamiroquai. It was extremely groovy and funky and amazing. So the best concerts I've been to are with lesser known bands in Sweden and all over the world.
Wow. So, Stephen, I'm going to come to your ski lodge tonight for a little bit before I go over to Patrick's.
Yep. See, I like listening to This is Ski Lodge, and I'll listen to his stuff on Mixcloud quite often also. Because
we'll be live tonight on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. See, I listen to his other stuff because when I read, I need to have some background noise. My mom said she's about the same way, and his shows just have been real good for that, for background noise. And I'll take breaks from reading and just listen to the music. And so.
And when it is ski lodge time for us, it's 3 o'clock here, so I can in the middle of the night. So
you'll be sleeping, Jorgen.
Yep, unfortunately.
So Steve, we're just happy to see that you're coming back somehow and you're feeling a little better. Because I know what it's like trying to do stream when you're not feeling too well.
Yeah, I know the feeling myself.
Oh, yeah.
I've been there.
I don't know the feeling, but I can imagine.
Okay, I don't think I've seen Danny before, but
Danny's okay.
Thanks
cool.
for coming and joining in the peanut gallery, Danny.
Danny's a regular on the other streams in the peanut gallery.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on Docs a couple of times. He's on Joe Mayo's.
And he's also a frequent commentator on my videos.
Okay.
Wow.
And I have him on Facebook.
Danny is A-okay. That you are. So, Jorgen, is there any big, huge, sought-after album that you want to get at this record fair?
Of course there is, but
Is it another Pet Shop Boys?
No, not needed. Yeah, of course, if I found any of the latest, I would be very happy. But I try to think of right now, but it's all Lenny Tristano albums. Thank you, Dan. Lenny Tristano album is always interesting if I found one, and bootlegs from Depeche is also always welcome, but they are very expensive.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
I tried to find my telephone bill. My wish list is on there, but there are a lot of stuff that would be very interesting. I like to have more Earth, Wind and Fire. I would like to have more a few Carole King that I'm missing.
Yeah, I have several Carole King in my collection. I like her singing and stuff. And
I must see if I can find my telephone.
And it all depends on the prices too.
So, James, what one are you trying to find next?
Well, I'd like to get the super deluxe box set with the 5 CDs of Revolver when it comes out. But I want the UK pressing on vinyl, and also the UK pressing of Rubber Soul.
Okay. I like Rubber Soul. That's one of my favorite albums of theirs.
And Rubber Soul has one of my all-time favorites on there, Eleanor Rigby.
Yeah, I like Norwegian Wood.
Yeah, Norwegian was really good.
Probably because I'm quarter Norwegian.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I seem to be missing a whole lot of New Order that I don't have, and a whole lot of REM that I also don't have, and
Yeah.
a whole lot of U2 that I also don't have.
That's REM's a group that I need to find more of their albums. I have only 2 or 3 of them, so.
Jamiroquai's Return of the Space Cowboy. If I find that one, I think I'm complete. Of Jamiroquai. And it would be extremely great to find an album by Fozzy, the metal band from.
Oh, that's awesome, George.
Not easy to find here.
Now, my next question is for George and Danny. What are what are the biggest albums that you need for your collections? That's for you, George and Danny.
Oh, here is one that I'm looking out for. Morris's Viva Hate. His first solo album.
Yeah, I have a question for you, James.
All right.
Okay, know that your favorite band is Beatles. Okay, who's your second favorite?
The Doors.
The Doors?
Mm-hmm. I've got all their studio albums on CD from a box set that George burned for me. Because on the CD of their first album, when they sing "Break On Through," on the album, on the vinyl, it goes "She Gets," "Dum dum dum," "She Gets." They edit it, but on the one, he says, "My baby gets high." So that's on the CD only. Oh, George wants to get Kiss Originals box set from Japan. It goes for $1,000. Just a dream. Oh my God, George!
That's about like that Beatles. Or no, not that George Harrison one where people were spending $1,000 for it.
Oh yeah, the All Things Must Pass 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
Where you got the gnomes and all that stuff in there, and yeah. Well, you do get your money's worth, George. 12 albums. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I have two Carole King that I'm missing. Writer and Touch the Sky.
Do you have Tapestry?
Yeah, I got it at VCLT from 9 years ago.
There's a comment for you, Jorgen.
Pardon?
There's a comment for you from Davey.
Yeah. Hi, Davey.
Thank you, Davey. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and well, with me, that you could say a sad event happened over this time that like last week. It was one of the record stores that I go to at times. fire started in the middle of the night, and it was so bad that they had to just demolish it all. And
Oh no.
yeah, then they had all kinds of records and CDs in there and stuff. And so it was that was sad to see on TV.
Well, I remember that the current record store that we had, I think it was only a couple of months after they opened up in 2017, I think. They had other owners then. But only a couple of months after they opened up, they had flood in the basement, water damage.
Oh yeah.
So I remember they had to be shut down almost immediately for half a year to clean up, and after that they sold off some minor water damage. Of course, the big water damage they threw away, but the minor water damage they sold away for a very low price.
Mm-hmm.
But it was pretty bad luck of having to shut down a half a year after they opened.
Yeah.
Jorgen, do you get Black Friday in November where you are?
Depends on. The record store that we have been having some Black Friday every now and then, but they don't jump on the wagon every time, so I don't know. I've been on two of them and filming there, but I never bought anything. It's way too expensive for my taste. But I don't know. That depends on it, whether the record store is interested or not.
Yeah, because if they got some bargains and
Oh, Black Friday. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was thinking of record store day. Black Friday, I would assume that it is Black Friday here. I never been to one though, because mostly there are stores that I'm not interested in that have Black Friday, not the record store. So, but I would assume that we have it also.
No, I don't go to record store day any of them because just have with the price of the stuff. But sometimes I might go to that store that I know the owners for it because if they have like a lot of the albums had to have moved for a while. If they have them for good prices, I'll look through them. They like that because I help them clear that out.
mm-hmm.
And also, for the rest of the year, I told my wife I'm not going to buy any records. I've just been spinning through all of them that I have. I have so many. So
I was filming for a couple of years ago at the record store day that we had here. It was the first time ever we had a record store day in my city.
okay.
I didn't buy anything from their record store.
Be right back, guys.
From the record store things, but I didn't get them. I bought an album by Carole King, and I bought a Mission from the Ordinary cheaper part of the store. So I bought at the record store day, but I didn't buy the record store day albums.
Yeah, I've done that before too. I go to look at the bargain albums and the bargain bins.
And then it actually, yeah.
Like, here's one that I got that I went to a store in the town where my daughter was going to college at the time. And I got this one for like $1 or two. Yeah, I'll make myself big. It's Al Stewart, the early years.
No.
A 2 LP. two LP set, and I really like this album. This is what album that got me to liking Al Stewart because I've said before that oh, I'll let just talk to all of you. Yeah, this is the album that got me into liking Al Stewart because before that I didn't care for him because all you hear on the radio was the Year of the Cat, and back in the heyday, it seemed like they played once an hour.
I like a lot of Al Stewart, but it's mostly the 70s stuff.
Yeah, well, like this one I said is his early stuff. Like there's one or two albums that Rick Wakeman played with him on it. Yeah, Rick Wakeman from Yes. So
And what I like is that often Al Stewart is working with Alan Parsons.
yeah, well,
And Danny,
just like there's a song he does on
That's
on
better.
one of his other albums called Nostradamus that the Metro Man Surf Band did a cover of in the 80s, in the late 80s, on their Somewhere in Africa album.
and Danny, there actually are a couple of David Bowie I'm missing. I'm actually missing Aladdin Sane and The Man Who Sold the World. It would be fun to find those at the record fair. But David Bowie's records today, as you all know, are sky high
Yep.
in price.
Oh yeah.
This is a record that I bought from the record had the sellout of lesser water damage records. This is a Swedish rock singer called Thåström, and this is an album from 2015, released on vinyl. And then, of course, it would be huge, heavily priced. But I actually paid $5 for this.
Wow. That's a
Yeah.
good bargain.
Yep. And there was also another record by the same artist that was even newer. It was his latest on vinyl. That also for $5. So for $10, I got two of his two latest albums on vinyl. Little less water damage, but still functioning great.
Well, that's good. How many David Bowie albums do you have in your collection?
A lot.
With me, I have two.
Only two.
Yeah, Changes on Bowie.
That's it.
Yeah, I have Changes on Bowie and a live album of his.
Uh-huh. Looks like Jorgen's looking for some Bowie here. We're gonna get some Bowie. Ground control to Major Tom. Order me a pizza and send it right up to space. Because I hate the space food we have to eat.
No, you just beam up the pizza.
Oh yeah. Or they'll have like on Star Trek the those things where you can say whatever you want to eat and it just kind of appears in that machine there.
But it seems too small for having a whole pizza.
Well, yeah, but they can do it. That'd be cool if we had one of those things. Or I could beam over to your house. I don't even need a passport. I can come visit you. Okay, beam me over to Tim's house.
I believe it or not, I lived in Germany for 7 years, but I've never had a passport.
Wow.
Oh,
That-
you met her
Queen.
too.
We met Al Stewart. That's cool, Danny. Oh, looks like Jorgen's got a stack of some albums to show. Make 'em big.
Okay.
Like Wham's last album, Make It Big.
That was their last album. They didn't make it big enough.
Well, they split because they had differences, not because of the selling. This is an extremely underrated album, in my opinion. I'm not going to say it's his best, but it's definitely a really good album. The 1987's Never Let Me Down.
Nice.
Scary Monsters.
I remember that one.
We have 7 days, 7 months in America. A live album. Originally released on CD in the 90s. Let's Dance before. Space Oddity.
Great album.
Heroes.
Oh, that's one I have to get.
I want to get that one. I used to have it, and I'd like to get it again.
We can be heroes just for one day.
Stage.
Okay.
And this I only paid $6 for.
Okay.
It's a double album set.
Hey, for a double album for $6, you can't go wrong.
Ziggy Stardust.
Ziggy Stardust.
This
I was
might be
expecting
one
a
of my
different-
absolute favorites. Diamond Dogs.
Which cover version is that? Does it have the uncut cover? Oh, they edited it out.
Yes, this is.
Because there's some where they actually shows you know what.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think that I would afford that one. We have Station to Station,
Okay.
vinyl, and on CD.
Ooh.
Hunky Dory.
Yeah. Remember that album cover?
Young Americans.
Good song.
Postcard.
Oh.
Low. And we have this is Star Trek's compilation of early recordings.
Ah.
And I also have, I can't find it right now, an album with a compilation from his 2 first albums that I put together. Mostly I bought it because I have a feeling that I won't be able to buy those 2. They're way too expensive for my taste. But that is pretty much the David Bowie I have. I have that glam rock album also. Like I can't remember what title it was.
Yeah, well, since he died, his record sales went skyrocketed up in the price range.
No kidding.
You don't want to do that.
And I'm very happy that I managed to get these for a very low price, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And what's very interesting is that I started to enjoy. First, I have always liked the 80s David Bowie. But I started to enjoy his older stuff. And then when I started to enjoy it, only a couple of months after that, he died.
He did, George? I didn't know that.
And then all of a sudden, at the thrift store that I worked on, all of a sudden, these 5 came in.
And you bought them all.
No kidding. Timing is everything.
Well, George, I have that Davy Jones album. It's it's an album he released even before being part of the Monkees.
Ah,
It's called Davy Jones, or is it David Jones? One or the other. But I do have that album in my collection.
wow. So Bowie's not his real last name, is it, George?
No, Jones.
Nope, it's Jones. His real name is David Jones.
David Jones.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I saw a documentary on him once, and I forgot that. That's awesome. So Davy Jones was actually a singer before the Monkees?
Yeah.
Huh,
I
yeah,
think he mainly did that one album before joining the Monkees.
Oh. I always thought that they all started doing their career together. Well, you learn something new every day.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you loved working at that thrift store, Jorgen, when all the good records came in.
I worked at 3 thrift stores during my life,
Wow.
handling the record part in all of them. But I have always said that the customers comes first, not my collection. So I have always put the customers in first hand.
And if it doesn't sell, then you can take it for yourself.
Well, every thrift of the thrift stores has a limit that you have to wait for a day or something like that before buying it, and I always kept that.
Oh, okay. 1965. Wow.
But of course, I made some really great bargains when it had come and stuff. And the David Bowie, 5 David Bowies was definitely one of the best.
So that's from the thrift store you worked at?
The latest one, yes.
Ah. And how many years did you work there?
I was there total from 2012 until 2017. And then I volunteered also after that for a few years.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But I've been in a thrift store business totally since overall since I think it is almost 15 years. For 15 years, I was in the thrift store business.
So you must know pretty much how they price the albums in a thrift store.
Yes, I also had a mentor, a record collector, came there and then volunteered, and he taught me how to put high records on some records, and how to check on the Swedish version of eBay called Tradera, and so on. And how to check on prices, so I've learned a lot during my years of how to write what is worth more than others.
Ah. Yep, you learn a lot.
Then of course you have to keep check, because there were newer stuff every time, stuff that all of a sudden becomes more expensive during the years. So
yeah. I know a lot of thrift stores, or not even thrift stores, I mean record stores, ones that do sell used vinyl. That's the way they figure out how to price albums is comparing them to they're going for on eBay and Discogs. Okay, bye, Danny. Thanks for joining in today.
Yeah, like eBay, sometimes you pay for the nose for some of the prices they have. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when it comes to eBay, that was one place that I actually scrapped from checking prices on when I put price tags, because they actually have no idea. There was very overpriced, the records there, the stuff there. So I don't check on eBay. So normally I use Tradera or I use Discogs.
But on eBay, do did they put the records up there for more than they're worth?
Well,
They went up, right?
comparing to what it was worth at Tradera and Discogs, it was definitely higher prices.
Wow. Well, George, maybe you'll get that Kiss box set if it goes down in price for Black Friday. You never know.
But the problem is
George,
that,
another thing, you should mention that to Patrick tonight about that box set and see what he can come up with.
but the problem is that you're taking a look at certain thrift stores today, because even though I'm not working at a thrift store at the moment, I'm still interested in how the business goes with thrift stores and records and so on. And there are a lot that are very, very overpriced. They're thinking that just because the vinyl is hip again, that you have a black gold in every record that you have. They have no check on what's worth and not.
Like, why would they put it up so high, George? That's what I don't understand.
I'll be back in a second. Going to grab a CD.
All right. It would be cheaper, George, just to buy them separately.
I also been buying stuff that was cheaper than it should be. I remember a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, I bought a live album from the 60s with Aretha Franklin that was worth maybe $12. I bought it for 50 cents because the store had no check on what it was. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I'm not seeing that one now. Wait a minute. No, that's not the one. I have them scattered about in this room, just like I do with records. Well, the box set that I have, that I think I did pay a little over $100 for it. It was 5 CDs. To the fifth one of the bonus ones, doing live recordings. That was the Woody Blues collection, Time Traveler.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a real good box set if you ever come across it.
Do you have all the Moody Blues now? Is your whole Moody Blues collection complete now, Tim?
No, it's just a few of their later albums. They don't have like late 80s. And I don't have their very first one, but I have two LP set with their early stuff. So I have what they had on their first album plus some other stuff.
What about you, Jorgen? You have any Moody Blues?
No, not even a comp.
Wow.
I've been thinking of maybe Moody Blues isn't that bad. I've heard some songs that actually are good, so maybe I will start buying them one of these days, but I haven't right now.
Who here remembers an album, I think it was in the 70s, Valdi, Coming from the Sky? Do you remember Valdi?
Never heard of.
Doesn't sound familiar to me.
Oh, no?
Volbeat, I don't know what it is, but
Valdy, Valdi, Coming from the Sky. Here, let me find a picture of it on Google, and I'll share the screen. We'll see
Is it
here.
a progressive rock band, or?
I have no idea.
Okay, thanks, George. George said that he's a Canadian singer. Is
Okay. Oh, you can even get the concert on YouTube. Nice. Oh, so okay, George knew who he was. Yeah, James Baldy. Yeah. Now, no Beatles collection would be complete without this. I remember which one it is. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. Is this it? Nope. Not that one. Ah, here it is. Make me big, please. The Beatles live at the Star Club in Hamburg, Germany, 1962. 2 LPs. Here's the back.
Is it a bootleg or original?
Norman Maslov sent me this. Is 2 discs, and I have a single one, but it's minus one or 2 songs. But I have both.
Is it released on as an official release, or is it a bootleg release?
I'm not really sure.
What label is it?
Bellophone.
Okay, that's German pressing. Then I can tell by the label.
Yeah, includes 13 never before released Beatles tracks. Here, let me take them out here. If the one cooperate with me. And it's on Bellophone, as you can see.
Yeah, I recognize the label now.
Yeah, I have a couple Neil Diamond ones on that label.
I think it would be, if it would be a bootleg, it would be a completely unknown label that no one had ever heard of, if there were any label.
Yeah, and I also have a volume 1 or 2 on Pickwick, which I'm not going to pull up. All right,
I have a lot of albums on Pickwick. I have only one bootleg album in my collection, and that's I've shown it before. That's Bob Dylan.
Yes, maybe I realize
Seems
that.
like a freeze out or something like that.
All right, you can make me small.
Okay.
I mean, it's not the best quality sound, but hey, for a Beatles collector, you gotta have it in your collection.
Just like me with my James Taylor collection, I have an album that you don't see around much. It's a group that he was in before he started his solo career. The other one, and it's James Taylor and the Flying Machine.
Oh, cool.
It's like this Chicago box set, live box set.
I have that set. I have that set with all the posters in it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wrong person.
Oh, wrong person, yeah.
I'm not going to say that it's, as far as I know, half of the most, a couple of Chicago members actually disown this one. They say this too horrible sound and so on. And I think Robert Lamb and Joe Pansino actually thinking that it's okay. So they're divided in opinions about this one. And it has been a little bit criticized. It was a little so sounding. I don't. It's not high fee. It's not 100%, but it's definitely good sound. Still, it's still very listenable. So even though it's not the best sound, it's still something that I feel as a Chicago fan, you must have.
Because that's when you really hear the brass and stuff to it.
So definitely this one might wind up pretty high on my the best findings of the year when it comes to the new season.
Yeah, I got that one for like was it $1 or was it like a quarter I paid for it? It was in the dollar bins, and the records in the dollar bins at this record store, they were having a sale to clear some of their dollar ones out, so they were like a quarter a piece.
I paid $2 for it at the record fair this autumn.
Yeah.
This spring.
Hey, that's a good price.
I really, you can see I made a movie from that in this spring, so you can see me being maybe a little cheerful when I'm walking home with it.
Did it come with all the posters and stuff inside?
Yes, but what is missing is the 20-page booklet.
What about you, Tim? Does yours have the 20-page booklet?
I think so, but I do know I have the gigantic poster in it. That poster would take up one wall in my man cave.
Oh my God!
But it's good. I collect for music mostly, so I'm very satisfied with the records. I had this is also released on 2 double albums separately.
Right. I have one of the albums that it has. One of them that was released like that, and
yeah, I had the second one, the final record, the two final ones.
I think I have the first one, so
I still have the one. It's been called away because I have no need for it now when I have this one complete.
Right.
Extremely satisfied to have found the entire concert now. So for me, if it contains posters or 20-page booklet, it's good, but it's not necessary that I have the records, the concert itself. I'm very satisfied with that.
As long as you have all 4 records, that's the most important thing. Mm-hmm. Amen.
Oh yeah.
So Tim, do you have any bootlegs?
I have only one. I have to dig for it. It's a Bob Dylan one.
Oh yeah.
It's on it was on like an orangish yellow vinyl, and the label is like trademark of quality or something like that. It's Bob Dylan's. It's feels like a freeze out or seems like a freeze out, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That came out. This came out in like the early 70s, but it's around recordings from like in the 60s, like 65 or so. That
wow.
he did with the band. Or one side he did with the band, the other side without the band.
Yeah. Let's see what else I can show you here. Now that I got a record box right next to me here, what have I got? Here's another one that they say that the quality of the sound isn't good, but I think it sounds really good. Beatles Live at the Hollywood Bowl. This sounds phenomenal. If you listen to it through headphones, it sounds amazing. And they've lowered down the girls screaming, so you don't really hear it that much, and you can actually hear what they are singing and playing. So I really recommend this album. But there we go. My first bootleg album was Kiss Fried Alive. It started off with Dirty Harry recording of Make My Day speech. Oh, cool.
This is a bootleg Exciter tour.
Oh.
It actually has some very interesting story buying this. I made a mistake. I think it was around 15, 20 years ago.
Be right back. Washroom break.
Well, I can still talk. I'm just trying to see if I can find that bootleg album. Because I might have it on this shelf here. Okay, well, I'm still looking for it. I'll be back over there in a minute.
Well, I've made a mistake once to go to Stockholm over a day. You should not go to Stockholm over a day, Sweden's capital. But I made that mistake, and I wandered around. I felt like I can't go too far because then I would miss my train back. But then I realized that I gotta have something. I can't come home empty-handed from a day in Stockholm. So I just went into the nearest record store and found this bootleg for $7.
Oh, I bet you heard, hallelujah.
Exactly.
When you
So
saw
often
that,
I buy
it was
one
rolling
record
and
that one.
everything. It lit up the screen and everything, and you were like, oh, cool, I gotta get that one. Nice.
Okay. I'll be back over there in a minute. Just
Sounds good.
no, this isn't a bootleg, but it's the first down by a band that I like. Well, make myself large here. Okay, this is their self-titled album. It's Babies. It's their first album, and I don't really see any big hits on here, but it's just I like to get some of group albums where they didn't have hits on also. To listen to some of their other music that you don't hear on the radio.
Yeah. Ooh.
Here, if you make me big,
Yeah.
here we have a couple of bootlegs from Pet Shop Boys that I bought back in 1998, I think. 98, 99. When the record store we had then was shutting down. This is Pet Shop Boys, 2 live bootlegs. This is Heaven, London, 15th October 91.
Oh, I like the bowler hats.
And this is Birmingham 91, a double album set. I'm not going to say that the sound is a little bit better on this one than this one, but it's extremely fun to have. And as it was a sellout, I think I paid $6 or $7 only for these two each.
Not that bad.
And I have also a U2. I don't find it right now. A U2 bootlegs, rehearsals, and something more with demos from U2 that they made for the their 1991 album. So
Oxfam Baby.
Yeah, Achtung Baby. So it contains some where they're doing jam sessions and demos and so on.
Oh, cool. Yeah. It's not like the old days in the 70s where you can get a record at a record store for a cheap price. Now you got to pay over $24 or $50 for one.
On the other hand, back then those prices were pretty expensive then. I would assume.
Well, I got several albums back in the 70s that I bought new. Like Klaatu's first album.
Yeah, Matthew Street was saying that a couple of years ago, back in 2018, 2019, about Klaatu, that they sound like the Beatles. Is that true, Tim?
I can tell a difference.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't really know.
They're a little more like closer to prog rock than the Beatles would be in.
Mm-hmm. Bum, 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 bum.
Well, I think I'm just going to call it so now because I have a migraine coming on and stuff. So,
I hope you feel better, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
we're running out of ideas to talk about.
Yeah.
Like kind of.
Thank you, James and Jorgen, for joining me up here on the panel, and thank you, all of you in the Peanut Gallery.
It was nice being here.
And even have seen some new people coming up that I haven't, like Danny and some of them.
Yeah.
So until next time, take it easy and keep on rocking.
Bye bye.
Peace and love.
Bye, folks.